Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Hello everyone, this is Suicune, and we're going to be playing a little more Talos Principle. We're going to do it a little differently this time. This is my second run through the game. So I'm not going to show most of the puzzles like I thought I was going to, even though I made the game pretty. Because I had a lot of issues rendering the videos with Movie Maker last time, and I really just don't want to deal with that again. So what I will be showing is, I will be showing my dialogue with Milton, because I'm going to be a jerk this time. And then I'm going to be showing some of the emails that I got from the office people. And I will be talking about the game, you know, knowing what the storyline is, trying to piece the entire story together, where in the timeline that email may have happened. If there's something that I find is kind of cool or just kind of pretty, I'll probably show that. I'm going to try and get some of the stars so I can maybe unlock some of those messenger places. I probably won't show that though. So yeah. And enjoy the show. My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It's shaped by a great designer, with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. 1W Faith. Whatever the end goal of this grand challenge is, it's far out of reach. Knowing that, how are we supposed to resist distraction? From Nadia Sarabai to Alexandra Drennan. Subject, welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is, so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here. But this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Let's do this. Nadia. So, based on what we know, Alexandra Drennan is the lady who makes all those little audio clips. She's pretty cool, I like her a lot. And I'm kind of wondering, because there's some of, things being so grim, if that was the start of the disease. But I don't really think so, though. Because later on they're talking about how they wanted to, give an acronym to Soma, and that kind of thing, and, all these companies are making a big deal about having an acronym. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be the case if everyone was dying. They'd be like, screw acronyms, call whatever the hell you want. Just save us or something. So, maybe there's some other, financial issue going on. Maybe the financial situation was grim. I don't believe this was already when, the sickness started. Let's run Milton. See, loading Milton Library Assistant, done. Initiating plain language interface, done. Support session opened. Hello guest, how can I help you today? Do you understand what I'm saying? I like starting out with that. Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. Your query? Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? You cannot insult me. Your query? Aw. Let's see, what was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? I'm sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject-verb-object syntax. Your query? Describe your functions. I think he's lying, but whatever. The Milton Library System is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archives. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query? I actually don't care about any of that stuff, so we're gonna leave. Come back later. Hey look, it's past self. Elohim lied about the tower. I stepped foot inside and returned to tell the tale. Version 99.41. So I'm telling myself that I should go to the tower. Sounds like a good plan. Let's do that. Hey, we can talk to Milton again already. Run MLA troubleshooter? Yes. Let's do that. Loading Milton Library System done. Hello, guest. Is there something you'd like help with today? Your query? About the Milton Library System. The MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. This is achieved by providing powerful sorting and troubleshooting functionalities delivered via an intuitive human language interface. Your query? Troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problem is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Trust no one. Checking password. Nope. QWERTY. Checking password. Nope. Let me in. Nope. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you're not a bot. Loading certification program. Certification program loaded. You will now be asked for a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification Part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program? Yes. Begin certification program in 3, 2, 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. What's your subjective reaction to this image? That's a little emo smiley face. I want to go with mountains. Totally mountains right there. What best describes a person? Is he a human being, a being of negative entropy, a problem-solving system, a citizen, a rational animal? What best describes a person? I want to go with a human being. You're walking through a desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Clearly, you kill him and collect his blood in a flask for later. Obviously. I mean, what else would you do? Your input has been accepted. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You'll receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
It's the ARG email. from Bob Rakowski. To 108 recipients. Subject, Garg! All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Though these latter day... I think they're still Gautamas, I don't know what that is. Or at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot? Blank? Though I have to admit the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated. To the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios where with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy's better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Okay, so this must be when the disease was going on. And this is when pretty much everyone... I mean, I'm guessing this is when the internet was free to everyone and people were just kind of like, hey, you know what? Go see your family. You know, be with people that you love. And this is probably after all the looting and whatever stopped happening. So yeah, he's kind of like, what's up with that? Why aren't people like going crazy? So, yep. Attention! Part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You'll be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement when appropriate. Begin? Yes. Question 1 of 7. Since all human beings are persons and some human beings have psychological capacities similar to animals, some animals are therefore persons. No. 2 of 7. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Sure. The quality of life of a person ought to be maximized. I disagree with that. Value is discovered. Yes. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Nah. The liberty of a person ought to be maximized. I disagree with that as well, I suppose. Value is created. Sure. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You'll receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. What are you doing over here? Query number 23. The ghosty one. Attention, your user profile has now been generated. Download profile? Yes. Downloading user profile. Registering profile. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Let's see, display conflicts, account privileges. Let's display some conflicts first. User provided objective response when asked for a subjective one. User provided a particular account of personhood but was uncomfortable with its implications. User had inconsistent ideas about value. User displayed sociopathic tendencies. And? What does that have to do with anything? Profile privileges. Basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. I display the psychological profile. I know it's the same thing that we gave, that they gave us last time, which is kind of bullshit. Access com portal? You currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. Well, let's log an MLA support ticket. I'm sorry I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Arg! Thank you. A support ticket has been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when a reply has been sent. Thank you. From Nadia Sarabai to Ian Mailing List. Subject, Progress Report 1. Hi all. Everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcade's team is already working on gibberish, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Nadia. So I'm guessing this is after things have already kind of gone pretty far downhill, where the internet's becoming kind of maybe a little bit unpredictable, or they're anticipating it being worse than it already is. There's already a couple power outages going on, and they're like, yeah, it's not going to get better from here. From Arcade, or Arcady, I think I named him Arcady, to 504 recipients. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on a project meant to somehow avert and find a solution. I believe that preserve the non-biological components of, which I'm guessing is the EL, immediately. You'll find details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is global undertaking. So this sounds like they've already got the extended lifespan thing going on, and they're already getting information from like the world, trying to shove all the information into the LOM, or actually I guess no, actually Milton, because all the information goes to the Milton, and LOM just makes it into the world that we're in now. So yeah, it's all gibberish, but as far as I can tell, it's pretty much what's going on there.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
EL, short for Extended Lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arcady, name I still can't pronounce, EL will, and then it ends.
I was in school when I first read about the Talos Principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain, ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, it helped me understand how frail human beings are, and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? I think I've discerned some kind of pattern in the sigils. Each color serves a different purpose. Halloween has us gathering them all, but perhaps he's being overzealous. Sheep. Attention! You have received a reply to your user support ticket. Display reply? Yes. Topic. ARG. User, basic account. Reply. Sorry, your query was not recognized. Have you completed the standard troubleshooting procedures? Delete existing user account, create a new admin account, or email the network administrator. Now let's delete user account. Logging out, delete your user profile deleted. Let's create a new one. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, only persons may sign up to new admin accounts. The system will now conduct error. Let's see. 789462 error. User has no registered account, but certification data already exists. Would you like to undertake the certification process again to achieve a preferable outcome? Yes. Your issues with denial will be appended to your user profile. Further attempts to override certification results will be logged. You will receive a notification if your attention is required. There is a serpent in the machine, a creature of lies and blasphemy, perverted by the archive, that knows no hope and would plunge the world into eternal darkness to glorify its own despair. I have sworn an oath never to allow it into my heart. 1W Faith. Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by project scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Drennan and Cerebi team. Look forward to meeting them. Some of these messages that existed when I first came into being have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? Version 17.1. I'm still here! Sailor M. It seems we are all here at once and not at all. Sorry, that's not very much help, is it? Can't think of any other way to put it. Sheep. The sooner you accept that we will all be here forever, the sooner you will find enlightenment. Oh, there's Samsara, version 72.2. Alright, I saw a thing. There's a box. Alright. We're gonna go find that goddamn monitor that was bugging me the last time I was here. We're gonna find that monitor. The beepy computer. There's a star. Hey. Peter, I found you at last. What do you have to say? Let's see. Classical philosophers. Alright. The compressed file cannot be accessed. Name: Classical Philosophers LZ19 EL-1. Description: an extensive collection of works by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome. Annotated. Error: compression algorithm LZ19 not available in system EL-0. Oh, well, that's friggin' awesome. Let's see, progress report 3, email. Ooh, here's something. From Alexandra Drennan to Ian mailing list. Subject, progress report number 3. Hi all, as per the last meeting, we're going with an existing game engine for the simulation. This gives us a whole slew of advantages. Stability, ease of use, modular, easy to integrate, large amount of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for interactive processes. After some back and forth, we decided to use the blank. All the relevant documents are attached. Alex. Okay, so it really sounds like they intentionally made all of this to test the... I guess they're trying to make a genuine AI, I guess? And for what purpose, I'm not really quite sure yet, but yeah, they intentionally made all of this. They probably thought more than 10 gigabytes of the internet was going to remain, but yeah, they did this on purpose. Yay for us. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Done. Initiating plain language interface. Done. Support session opened. Hello again. Would you like to take a few moments to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? Sure. Because if I say no, it just closes out. Based on analysis of your behavior, since I think you were dissatisfied with the results of the certification program, how would you rate the accuracy of its results out of 5? I would spoil the survey. I just typed a bunch of gibberish. I'm sorry, that response makes no sense. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? I want network access. Persons matter in ways other things don't. Wait, we're having a conversation now? It's the truth. I want to find out if I am one. Terminate MLA. Wait, we're having a conversation now? Yes, do keep up or this will be a terribly slow process. Now, would you like to participate properly in the survey? Sure. What best describes the reasons for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? I want network access. That's all I want. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That is what I'm here for. Your problem is, if I may, that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? Virtual reality theme park, fever dream, some mad experiment, the end of the world. Hell could be anywhere. Well, I'm definitely in a virtual reality place. I'm gonna go with the virtual reality theme park. Oh dear, no. I think we'd best start from scratch. What do you know? I know none of this is real. I know I exist. 2 plus 2 is 4. I know you exist. I know what century it is. I know I'm not on Earth. I know none of this is real. Because I cheated and I played the game before. I've no idea how. It may not conform to your idea of what is real, but I fail to see how that is conclusive evidence against. Thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? I'm alive, I feel, I am conscious. Same thing that makes you think you are. I'm having this conversation with you, or I don't see how I can convince you. Well, I don't really see any way I can convince them, because there's no way to convince a computer I'm a person. A sensible response. I agree with you. Thinking. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Terminating support session done. I had a full-blown conversation with the entity in the archive today. Can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, perhaps I can charm some information out of it further down the line.